Hi, this is Allie Kimball, and today we're going to go over some basic Photoshop editing techniques for basic pictures. I've been using Photoshop for several years, and this particular technique lends itself really well to more advanced Photoshop techniques by using layers. It also doesn't destroy the original image, so if you go back and want to edit it more, or you don't like what you did and you want to go back to the original, you can do that. So let's get started. We are going to go and open Photoshop. So I'm going to go to my Launchpad and click on Photoshop. And while it's opening, I'm thinking about the picture that I'm going to use, and I know exactly where it is and what folder it's in. So when this pops up, we're going to select a new canvas. So you want to click Create New, and you're going to select the custom one, which is the default Photoshop size, but I switched it from a portrait or from a landscape orientation to a portrait orientation because that's the style and the orientation of the picture I'm going to edit. So I'm going to click Create, and then I'm going to open the picture that I'm going to edit. So I am looking for it. I'm going to edit it's escaping me. This picture, there it is. And it will just pop up in a new tab. And the first thing I need to do is I need to crop it. So I need to make sure it is 5 by 7. I'm going to crop it. I just click Enter. Then I'm going to drag it over to my canvas. Now, as you can see, it's a little too big because the resolution is off. So I'm going to move it up, and I'm just going to fit it onto my canvas. Now you can always crop it again later if you need to. And it looks like we're going to have to do that because there's some white edges, but some people might like those. And you can see over here there's some layers. So I'm going to make sure this first layer is selected. I'm going to go down here, and this has a menu of some options that you can use to edit your picture. So the first one I'm going to do is brightness and contrast. I'm going to move my contrast nozzle up a little bit. And as you can see, the picture's changed. And if I want to go back and see what the original looked like, I can go up here to my history, and I can click on that step right before, and it will show me. And then I'll click that one, and it looks good. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to brightness contrast. I'm going to brighten it up just a little bit. Not too much. We don't want to get too crazy. And then the next thing I want to do is I'm going to look at that hue saturation. And that's something that is easily done. If I wanted to change the colors, you can kind of see how that does. And if I don't like it, it started at 0, so I'm going to go back to 0. And then I'm going to saturate the colors a little bit and make it a little lighter. And there we go. So that's some basic photo editing. I'm just going to show you from the beginning where we started. So we started right here, we ended right here. So you can see that there's some pretty drastic changes to the picture, but nothing too crazy. And that is how you use some basic Photoshop skills. Now, if you keep playing around with the different things, especially in this menu right here, you can see how crazy you can make the pictures and all of that kind of stuff. So keep playing with Photoshop. Don't stop. There you go.